A very hearty good day to one and all for this. The Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 match. We're going to be busy with match number 17, and as you can see on your screens there, it's the match between Rondobosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. They are second on the table. They will be up against a team that's fourth, that being Kraaifontein Cricket Club. They are sponsored by Billy 777. It's going to be a very exciting and intriguing game again, like we had in game one here today. Glorious conditions here in Cape Town. Blue skies, a flutter of a little bit of clouds around, but not many. But earlier we had the pitch report and the toss, and let's look at the outcome of both of those. Good day and welcome to the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket T10 League here in Cape Town, and we're going to be busy with match 17, the match between Kraaifontein Cricket Club and Rondobosch Cricket Club. It's a very, very important game as we're heading into the crunch time here. We're here at the pitch report first, and we're on the same pitch we had earlier today, where team Milton Cricket Club, they got to 90 in the first innings, and then Tiger Cricket Club, they passed that. But this pitch still looks very, very good. Still getting very dry here, but it's actually been kept well together here. So there's no crumbling of any nature that we talk about here, unfortunately, or fortunately for that matter. So still looks like a good batting track. But what we've seen here, people that won the toss, they've elected to bowl first all the time. Only once did somebody win the toss and decide to bat. I'm not sure. Either way, no matter whether you bat first or second, it's still a very, very good cricket wicket. However, let's go over to the toss and see what the outcome of that was. Here we are at the toss of this very crucial match here between Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777. They're up against Rondobosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. Rondobosch find themselves second on the log here, just on net run rate. Kraaifontein, they find themselves fourth. So it's a very, very vital game here between these two teams. It's going to be Darryl Losper, the captain of Kraaifontein. He's going to toss, and it's going to be Morne Pence to call. Tails is a call. And tails it is. So Rondobosch Cricket Club have won the toss. So Morne, what have you decided to do?
We're going to have a bat.
Well, going away from the norm, just give us some of your thoughts just on that decision.
Yeah, I was watching the wicket this morning. Balls going nicely through. Had my own inspection, and it was quite hard. So, yeah, I think it's only 10 overs, so nothing much can change. But let's put the boys in a different situation and see how it goes.
Yeah, we've also seen with the ball maybe not coming through, and maybe the second innings, the ball maybe holding up, creating more turn for your spinners.
Yeah, we got a lot of spinners, so we'll see how it goes.
Any changes to your team?
We got two changes. Javon is missing out, so Johan Kroener is coming in, and then Andres coming in for, I'm not sure, but yeah, Andres coming in.
This is certainly building up to that vital clash between yourselves and Durbanville Cricket Club. Not trying to put the Mockers ahead here of this game against Kraaifontein, but you guys have now sitting joint with them on top. There's a chance for you to go top of the league.
Yes, it's close. It's a close battle. Net runner is important in this tournament, so if we can bat quickly enough, and we'll finish on top.
Listen, go well today.
Cool, thank you, Eugene.
Darryl, would that have changed your mind if you had to win the toss?
To be honest, we would have probably looked to bat first as well. Given of how the second games has been going, the wickets has been seeming to play a bit indifferent in the second innings. But like Morne said, it's 10 overs, not much can really change.
So a lot of mind shift or change in the minds have come about now, and teams are looking at what the conditions are giving us as well.
Yeah, no, 100% looking at conditions as well, and taking into consideration 2 days ago as well when we had a low total on the board, and our boys we actually managed to defend that. So hopefully it's coming to the later stages of this tournament now, and hopefully scoreboard pressure now starts to get to the opposing teams as well.
Any changes to your team?
Yeah, we've got two changes. Ronwin comes in for Edgar Inquest, and Garth Madden comes in for Diego Duplessis.
Listen, go well today.
Thank you very much, Eugene.
There we have the news here at the toss. It's Rondobosch Cricket Club. They're sponsored by Winfair 247. They've won the toss, and they've elected to bat first. Team under pressure because for Rondobosch Cricket Club, they want to consolidate, and is this actually a chance for them to go back to the top of the table ahead of Durbanville Cricket Club? And with me here on this day here, day 9. As we look at those scorecards there of the two teams, is Nasri. Nasri, just give us a little bit of your thoughts on what you see with these two, or what you expect coming up in this crucial encounter.
Good afternoon, Eugene. Yeah, like you said, beautiful conditions to play cricket in. You made mention of this morning's game. It seems like it got easier to bat on as the innings progressed, that second innings. And I think both teams, like you said, a crucial game. Rondobosch, they have a score of 148 ish in this tournament already. I think they, with 4 wins on the board, they are confident of putting runs on the board and then defending it. And then Kraaifontein, they've had a mixed bag so far this tournament. 2 wins, 2 losses. They are in that all-important 4th position, that last playoff spot. Yeah, they would want to get things right. You know, their last game was a defeat to Victoria Cricket Club. But another opportunity for their players to get things right and get back in contention for those playoffs.
Yeah, it certainly is. And just to one thing that you did say there, it was actually Durbanville Cricket Club that got the 147. So in case of Rondobosch, they've chased well. They actually won close games as well, as the umpires make their way to the middle. Umpire sponsored by ID 247. And they are followed by the 2 Rondobosch Cricket Club players, Adnan Lakhadin, the youngster, number 11, and the captain himself, Morne Pence, a left-handed, hard-hitting batsman. They're making their way. And Darryl Losper, he's going to lead out his charges there of Kraaifontein Cricket Club. And I certainly think this is really an encounter that might be a little bit close as well, because these two teams, they want to, in case of Kraaifontein, want to consolidate themselves in that playoff berth as well.
Yeah, the Rondobosch skipper at the toss, Eugene just mentioned, he was confident of getting runs on the board. I think, like we said earlier, teams are finding their feet in this tournament with regards to tactics and making adjustments, you know, on the fly, you know. So you know, some teams will see where the strength is, and just choose. You know, some teams would be chasing teams, you know, and some teams would be bat first teams, and they've learned that as the tournament has progressed.
Yeah, I hear what you say. That sometimes you just got to play the conditions as well, and the afternoon games, it has died down a little bit. The wicket really becomes, or the pitch becomes a little bit flat and no real bounce, as well as we saw the figures there of Lakhadin. He's gone over the 100 mark in the games that he's played. Certainly a youngster we can all look forward to seeing in future matches at senior level. And it's going to be that same man, Ismail September, striding out his run out. His run up. He's been very successful in this tournament. As you can see, his numbers there on the right, 4 wickets of 42 deliveries. Always manages to make a breakthrough. And we're up and running. And it's a single straight away, and it's not going to be many of that with the way that these two play. Let me tell you, Nasri is going to bring the captain, Morne Pence, on strike.
Still takes 1 or 2 balls, Eugene. You still need to get in. But yeah, Rondobosch, these two batters known for striking the ball well up front in the power play, over the top.
Certainly a man on strike there. The captain himself, he's certainly brought that little bit of spark to the batting side where needed. Still got Matthew de Villiers. He's also still to come in this hutch for Rondobosch. There you go. Straight to the man at extra cover. No run.
Oh, Eugene, it seems like a very flat pitch out there. That new ball is not doing anything currently. That just seems like it's coming on nicely to the bat. Batter just getting on the front foot. Can hit through the line of the ball.
The only thing it's going to do, if there's anything, it might just be a hint of swing. But other than that, you're not going to get much sea movement today. That's work to square leg. It's just going to be one. So, but they'd start by these two teams here. 2 runs off the first 3 balls. Nice looking shot there down the ground, just too long on. Just going to be the one. So now then, 2 balls to go here, Nazri. I don't think it's going to be quiet anymore. I think if there's going to be a ball to hit and it's in his arc, he's going to go for it. Morne Pence, he's had his sighter. He's had 2 balls.
I think Ishmael September has done well this over. It's up to him to close out the over. What's he going to do?
There it is. There it is. You sit here and you just get that feeling that something's going to happen here. And 2 balls at all it took for him to get his eye in, and that is smashed for the first boundary.
Like we said, Eugene, that white ball is not doing anything off this deck. It's coming straight onto the meat. And Pence didn't miss out. Full swing of the bat. It was in the arc. Straight down the ground. For the first maximum of the game.
Excellent comeback there, a lot straighter. In line, good length. Just managed to dab it down to third man, and that brings an end to the over. A very good over that for Rondobosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. 10 without loss after 1 over.
I think he'll take 10, Eugene. Any first over in any format, if you're getting 10 runs as a batter and not losing a wicket, the batting team would definitely take that. And I think if they can maintain this momentum, we saw earlier 90, it was not enough. I think that, like you keep harping on the fact that 100 mark is at par score, Eugene.
Just as a psychological way of looking at it, you're looking at 3 digits and not 2. This is the simple thing, how the mind just plays on you. And they're going to turn to spin early doors here. It's going to be Oren Kotze. Now, what you get with this kid is that he gets a lot of drift. Don't try to spin it. He just sort of drifts that ball in. And we saw how he bowled to the left-hander, the big tasty, Justin Pringle for Victoria. As you look at his numbers, 3 wickets of 30 deliveries. He's certainly back his skills. Now, I'm not sure that I would have a long off. I think the long off is the wrong man out here. And they've got a sweep on the offside. He's not looking to hit this through the offside. No man out on the leg side boundary covering at all. Very quick through the air.
But look, actually, he has to bowl that line, Eugene, because, like you said, no field out on the leg side. He's just bowling to his field.
Oh, it's through the fingers. Through the fingers, that ball went. And Adnan comes back for the second. Oh, that was a direct hit. Our umpire, our third umpire here, sponsored by ID 247. He would have needed some work to be done. Hope his fingers are okay after that one. That is, just try to clip that through mid-wicket. Just hits and finds that fielder. This has been a tidy over. 2 runs of 3 balls. Now then, here we go with ball number 4. Ooh. Bowled him! Bowled him! Oren Kotze backs his skills, backs his ability, signs it down on the dotted line. He gets the wicket of Morne Pence, the captain of Rondobosch Cricket Club.
Oh, that was beautiful bowling. Like you said, Eugene, he was bowling to his field. He had long off out for the left hand and also cover on the boundary. And he was bowling on off stump. And what made it even better is his length he got that Yorker length, so the batsman couldn't get under the ball. And, you know, as they say, the good old Yorker, whether it's comes from a spinner or a seamer, does the business.
Said that he does bowl the one that just drifts in, and we saw how he got the big tasty out. He got him LBW that day, and manages to bowl more than pens, but in walks Matthew de Villiers, another exciting batsman to watch here. Now, what are the plans going to be? And there's his figures, 25 runs in the 2 matches that he's played. So he's due for a big one here as well. He's Matthew de Villiers. Two runs, 1 wicket, 4 balls. Oren Kotze. He's going to face up here. Now the 2 fielders out. Basically have stayed on the leg side here. Now to the right hand, there's a deep mid wicket and a long on.
This is a more conventional field to the spinner for a right arm off spinner.
Full and straight again. The more I see this kid, the more I like the way he backs himself, and he's shown good to have good skills, as that's going to bring Adnan Lakhadin on strike. Again, going for the full and straight. Round he comes. That's excellent work there by the fielder. Keeps it down to 1. That's going to conclude the second over here in this match. All-important match where Rondobosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247, find themselves 14 for 1.
It's an excellent over by the young spinner there. Just 4 runs conceded. And those dot balls were like gold, Eugene. 10 over contest. Oren Kotze certainly got his team back in the contest, because you can easily, that momentum that you lose early, it can easily just go and drift away from you quickly. But he's pulled it back nicely for his side.
4 runs. You take that 4 runs and run, mate. And you tell the captain you're not bowling again, because your figures look quite good. At 4 runs and over, as we already know, Vian, he loves doing that. Bowls 1 over and then he goes hide somewhere, maybe in the trees somewhere. Zamu, new man in here for Kraaifontein Cricket Club. They are sponsored by Billy 777. He's going to bowl from the town end here, taking over from Ismail. Big hit, big swing.
I tell you what, if you had to catch that ball, it was all the way to the rugby field there. I can guarantee you that.
That was a big swing, let me tell you. I hope his back's all right.
Seen a few injuries swing like that in one of the third team games, Eugene. Once over 40s get going.
Tries again. Is that going to get past? Exceptional fielding. Diving to his right. Great stop there. Keeps it down to 1. Well, we actually saw it just a couple of days ago when the Durbanville Cricket Club, Jean Stradom, he got some runs in the game, but he was swinging himself off his feet, couldn't go back onto the field because his back was done in. There we can see what an exceptional bit of fielding that was. Keeping it down to 1. Brings Matthew de Villiers on strike. There he goes, picks it up. Easy as you like. 4 runs on the onside for Matthew de Villiers.
Oh, that's a powerful start from Matthew de Villiers. Showing all his strength there. Just small little shimmy down the pitch. Open up the leg side and deposited the ball over mid-wicket for 4.
Yeah, and that just shows the experience and just the game know-how of the man there. Just walked across over to off stump and just literally just clipped it around onto the onside. 4 runs. There's no sweep on that side. Could expect the same here. That's wide and gone for the width. And he just manages to sort of get an edge, but it doesn't matter. They all count. It's gone for 4. Back-to-back boundaries now for Rondobosch Cricket Club.
Oh, that was too wide from the bowler. Doesn't matter how they come. Too much width given. I think the Willis could just free his arms. And that's like we said, Eugene, in this 10 over contest, you take every boundary. It doesn't matter how it comes. It's 4 in the scorebook.
9 runs already conceded by Zalma in this over. 2 balls to come. Matty de Villiers already with back-to-back boundaries. Oh, he's going to look for a third as the change is being rung here by Kraaifontein Cricket Club. Long on and deep square 9 place. That's clipped in the air. Just manages to get past that man there at mid-wicket, saving 1. It's just going to be 2 though. 1 ball to come.
Still like that by the bowler. He's gone for 2 boundaries. But he managed to change his pace there. He saw the batters going hard. Just change his pace. It shows that his mind is still working. He's still thinking. Next ball is all important. Forget about the boundary.
Keep saying that the mind's still working. Do you think bowlers' minds never work? Do you think it stops? Wrapped on the pads. No run there.
I've been told fast bowlers go grey in their mind on the field, Eugene. Can you confirm?
You've got to watch what he's saying. You're sitting next to me here, Nazri. As that concludes the power play period for Rondobosch Cricket Club, where they are on 25 for 1. There you can see the batting cards. Adnan Lahadin still trying to get into his work. He's 4 or 5 deliveries. Matthew de Villiers, he's on 11 or 5. Morne Pence, he left the scene after just 8 balls. Those are bowling figures. And look at that Oren Kotze. He was magnificent. And it's not going to be him. Twaku's bowling here. Sido's the new bowler here. Sido Twaku. He's the new man.
Let's see, Eugene. I think spin worked in that second over. Let's see if we can back up the work of Oren Kotze.
Well, he's going to bowl where the bowling restrictions have been lessened now, so they can spread the field far and wide. And that has been pulled around onto the onside. The ball is gone, the ball is gone, and the ball is gone for 4.
Oh, he's bowling slow, medium pace instead of Twaku. That's not the length to bowl. If you're bowling at that pace, he's got fine leg up in the circle. You better just put it behind you.
Yeah, it's easily put away there for a man of Adnan Lahadin's capabilities here of what we've seen. That's picked up, but this time, is he going to get there? No, he's not. It's gone back-to-back 4s. Bang, bang, 4-4.
Oh, Adnan Lahadin, that's what we call stand and deliver. Back of a length, stood up tall, and excellent placement as well between the long on and the mid wicket. It's not a big gap between the two, and he found it. 2 bounces into the boundary boards.
Yeah, it's not a great start here by Sidhu. Ball 3 coming up here. Ball's full of length. Now, can they get round for 2? The way they've run, it looks like a pick up 2, and just like that, they've scored 10 runs of 3 balls.
Very good cricket by the Rondobosch pair. Just shows you it's not only big hits, Eugene.
This time hit down the ground, and already this is shaping up to be a very good over for Rondobosch Cricket Club. 11 off this over. 2 balls still to come. Matty de Villiers, he's now on strike. All the hard work seems to have been done, and these are just bonus runs as it's run number 12 being scored in this over with the ball still to come. Full ball, and that's a good over. 13 runs off that. Cedo over. And that concludes over number 4. And we 1 over away from that golf ticket. Strategic timeout period again as we look at that scorecard there. Batters still to come in the hutch, but one feels if these two can bat for 12 to 18 balls still of this innings, I'm sure that Rondebosch Cricket Club will have some total on them.
Just Oren Koch is standing out from that first 4 overs for Kraaifontein, and their bowling attack just going for 4 runs. The other bowlers all going into double figures. But Rondobosch bowling nicely. 38 after 4. 6 overs to go. And Keenan Mitchell is coming into the attack.
This is a big call here. We haven't seen Keenan Mitchell bowl in this competition yet. And Captain Darryl Losfer has thrown the ball to him here to see if he can stem the flow. He's been bowling to Adnan Lakhadin here.
Oh.
Huge! That's all you can say about that.
Another short ball there from Keenan Mitchell. Not a good start to his spell. Same as in Sido Chwaku the last over. Not the pace. He doesn't have the pace to be bowling short, Eugene. And that was just picked up by Lakhadin over square leg, over the boundary ropes.
What a shot. What a shot that was. I know it's a full toss and it's going to be a free hit. But the way Lakhadin played that, Adnan Lakhadin, could have been like a smash in tennis. 15 love.
Freed coming up for Matthew de Villiers. I'm sure he's chomping at the bit to have a full go at Keenan Mitchell, who has not started well, Eugene.
Big hit. And it's not going to go to the boundary. It's just going to be one. Don't think he got hold of that. Matty de Villiers. And I said it was a big call to bring on Keenan Mitchell. He hasn't bowled in this tournament as yet. And now he's conceded 8 runs off 2 deliveries. Oh, he's just got to reel him in here. Eyes are lighting up here. The eyes are lighting up by these 2 batters as they see Keenan Mitchell running in there. It's pulled away again. That's gone again. It's gone all the way. I told you the eyes lit up once they saw Keenan Mitchell come in here. These 2 batters are really bludgeoning them away here to that strategic timeout period, sponsored by the Golf Ticket.
Oh, again, short of a length. Like we said, it does not have the pace to be bowling short of a length. Matthew de Villiers, as you've shown so far during this innings, standing tall. And again, excellent picking of the gap between mid-wicket and long on.
Downtown it goes. As he's taking the catch, he's taking the catch. What a catch that is. Cefandain here for what a catch that was. Running away to his left. No one knew where he caught it, but just the cheers of his players running towards him was a dead giveaway. Keenan Mitchell has managed to find the big wicket. The big wicket of Matty de Villiers.
The ball was floated up there by Keenan Mitchell. Matty de Villiers hit it downtown, straight down the ground. And Cefandain running around in front of the side screen, put in a dive, caught the 2 hands and made sure the ball stuck while he rolled, while taking the catch. That is an excellent catch and a much needed wicket for Kraaifontein to get them back into the contest.
Much needed indeed there, Nasri. Much needed indeed. They needed that. They needed something to go into the Golf Ticket strategic timeout period here. And maybe they got that there from that as Dale Brander makes his way now to the middle. He hasn't batted at all. Now he's got to come in and face the music here.
Oh, if you're Matthew de Villiers, Eugene, you feel quite unlucky. You stroked it nicely down the ground. That's an excellent catch. Like you said, his eyes was lighting up. He was just getting going.
Yeah, you say that, but if you take a risk hitting the ball in the air, you got to expect guys to take catches. That's what they're there for. But yeah, it looked like ominous, really, trying to get going there. Now, the left-hander, Dale, he's going to take guard and see what he can do. 1 ball to go to the strategic golf ticket, strategic timeout. It's a very, very lovely ball to get first up. It's just going to bring the 1, and there we go with our golf ticket strategic timeout period. Yeah, now where Rondobosch Cricket Club find themselves 55 for 2, as indicated there by Renshaw Pretorius, the umpire. An umpire sponsored by ID 247.
$55 for 2. After 5 overs, if my math is correct, that is exactly 11 runs over. I think Rondobosch would be more than happy with that. Both think tanks will be able to join the sides on the field right now. I think the strategy from Rondobosch is just to keep going as they are. 11 runs over would take them past the 110 mark. I think for Kraaifontein, it's all important. Once they put the pressure on 1 or 2 dots, that usually brings wickets. And I think that would be the message from their coaching staff in this timeout.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting chat there between these two teams as just to what way they want to go here in the remaining 5 overs of this game. And if Rondobosch Cricket Club goes at that 11 run and over rate, as you say, they're going to get up to that 110. And I feel once they get over that, I think they would be favorites going at the halfway point of this match. Everybody enjoying a little bit of a water break there. But still, it's just going to be what the plans are going to be going forward. Adlin Lachadin, he's now the key man for Rondobosch Cricket Club to see what he can do and how he can maybe spark something as well for them. So these two teams, Nasri, find themselves second. Whatever happens in this game, if Rondobosch loses, they'll still be second. So Kraaifontein have it all to do to really stay in that hunt for those playoff places as well.
I think it's coming down to that stage, Eugene, of the tournament where you're getting close, not yet mathematically, but close to that must-win stage for the teams that's outside the top 4. And for Kraaifontein, just to maintain the position, they would like to keep winning. They would like this 4 points, just to strengthen their position for that playoff place. For Rondobosch, well, they would like to keep that momentum. Like we said, in T10 cricket, momentum is everything. Just as well as they have done for the first 4 games, it can easily go the other way once you suffer a loss.
Yeah, it's going to be Cedo. He's going to continue here after the golf ticket strategic timeout period. Then sort of had a very indifferent first over, I have to say. So over number 6 here, 55 for 2, Rondobosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. Again, a full toss down the ground. It's been smashed. It's just for 1.
Surprised that Cedo's got another over there, Eugene. Maybe the captain doesn't have a lot of options with the ball, and that's why we're seeing Cedo and Keenan Mitchell in the attack at the moment.
That ball's hit down the ground. Darryl Ross for the captain. He's down here below us. He does great work keeping that down to 1. Yeah, might be guys that are unavailable. We are during the week and guys are back in schools and work. So availability does become an issue. That's hit straight down the ground. Now then, is it going to bisect both of them? No. It's just going to be 2 runs, and that's another great bit of work there.
They're just keeping the scoreboard ticking, Eugene. If they're not getting a boundary, they're making sure they're getting a 1 or a 2. That scoreboard is keep ticking. So it's good cricket for the Rondobosch boys.
Yeah, that it is, yeah. Excellent stuff. Tickled down fine. And that ball goes past the man there at short fine leg. And it's gone for 4.
Oh, it's a good shot. Not such a good ball. What you're finding in the circle, it's actually a criminal. You know, all the batter needs to do is just get some bat to it, and it races down the hill for 4.
That's a dot ball and good comeback that by Cedo, getting it full. That concludes that over. 64 for 2 after 6 overs. Here we see the scoreboard showing us 64, 6 overs, 2 wickets. Lachadin, he's still there on 29. Rondebosch, he's now the man coming in. Might have to show his brother how it's done here. Full ball. That's a good start there by him, by Luando. Dot ball.
Dot balls are gold at this stage. That's all Kraaifontein needs, just a bit of pressure. Just exert some pressure. Try and eke out a wicket. Oh, catch it. Yeah.
Ends up to a low full toss. Is this going to be the one? Interesting phase we're going into, and yes, we talk about an interesting phase. With this, it is the next couple of overs as we build our way to the last 2 overs. They just got to build it up here, set up a platform. They can really bash their way in the last 2 overs.
That is a brilliant shot by Adnan Nakhdin. Once again showing his strength. Ball was in the arc from Rondebosch. And he used all his strength. The bottom man came into play. And it went straight against the side screen. Best place to hit the ball. Straight down the ground.
I just think that was pure timing. Just stood nice and tall, waited for the ball. And he really just got the ball through. Got his hands going through it as well. As they're looking at the ball there. Still white, still round.
Looks like we're going to have a change of ball, Eugene. It's the good old buckles that the ball can't go through. Umpire Renisha Pretorius signaling that we're going to have a change of ball.
Just checking if the ball's still white or round. They've called for another ball.
It's been hit so hard, it's been hit out of shape, Eugene, according to the umpires.
I'm not buying that for 1 minute. I'm not buying that. And if I'm the bowler, why would I want to change it?
You know, all cricketers are superstitious, Eugene. Ball went for 6. The new ball, brand new ball coming from the box, might get a wicket.
Why would I? As you see some of the sponsors there. There's Bet Big 7. Saw Wolf 777 before that. Thanks to all the sponsors associated with this tournament. The Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition. There's Billy 777. They are obviously the sponsors here of Kraaifontein Cricket Club.
Brand new ball from the box. Twaku back into Lachidin.
Now, that time he was going to swing himself off his proverbial feet there. The one that he hit for 6, he just stood there nice and calmly, just stood tall and hit the ball straight over. That time he really tried to moose it.
Looks like he's going to change his angle of attack. Coming back over the wicket.
That's up in the air. That's up in the air. He's managed to hold on to it, eating some dust as he does it, but he's managed to hold on and he's swimming there in the dust itself. And that's a good catch. Fumbled it first, but recovered it nicely. And that's the end of Adnan Lachidin.
Eugene, it doesn't need to look pretty. That certainly was not pretty. He ate some dust, like you said, but in the scorebook it says caught and bowled Luando Twaku, and that is a critical wicket for Kraaifontein. They just want to stem the flow of runs, and they got it in better. Adnan Lachidin sent him back to the pavilion.
Yeah, it's a big wicket. He looked the part here, the youngster Lachidin, as we see that fumble at first, but recovered nicely and then landed in a little bit of the hard surface of this cricket square here at Durbanville Cricket Club. But that's good innings again there by Adnan Lachidin, again contributing to his team. The keeper, Johan Kroon, here comes now and joins Dale. Look at these batting figures, nothing to really start talking about there. Only had the one innings of 2 runs. Now can Kraaifontein really stem the flow and sort of bring that run rate down here? 71 for 3, busy with the 7th. Taking the pace off and just a nice forward press there.
I think Luando Twaku has done nicely there after going for that 6. Only conceded 7 runs in that over and taking a wicket, so what a comeback. He certainly got Kraaifontein back into this contest.
There you see that card there. He stands on tall there, right on top. Adnan Lachidin. But those are the bowling figures. And when are we going to see Oren Kotze again? He's bowled the 1 over for 4 runs. Twaku, as Nasri just said, going for 7. That included a 6. So now we're going to see Oren Kotze again bowling to a left-hander. And he's bowled pretty well to left-handers as the match tomorrow. We'll see Northern Scooter Cricket Club, sponsored by Taj 777. They're up against Belleville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBrick 7. That in South is going to be an interesting game tomorrow. Quicker ball. Beat everybody. Batsman, keeper, but not the fielder. Nothing shown there by umpire De Jong.
Coach has shown in the 7 balls that he's bowled in this game. His bag of tricks. He's really given it all sorts with his finger spin, but shown all his skills, and he's been really impressive. Let's hope I didn't put the mockers on him.
Again, full and straight, and that's excellent. Better execution by Kotze. Oren Kotze, the bowler, just goes for 1. .73 for 3. Reverse sweep. And he misses. And that's another one for the youngster. And that's the 4th wicket gone. And Rondobosch just got to watch themselves here that they don't lose that great momentum that they've built up here for the last final couple of overs.
Kraaifontein is staying in this contest. keep picking up wickets at critical phases in this innings. Every time Rondobosch just look like they're going to run away with it and taking the momentum. And Aaron Kotze has once again done the jump for his captain.
And he's done it with left-handers. He's certainly a good bowler to left-handers, let me tell you. The youngster, as Hayden Byrne, he makes his way now to the middle. That's his figures there. We're looking the ones on the left-hand side of that column there. Matches. He's only had the one innings of 2 runs. And now it's an opportunity for him to maybe push that 2 runs well and truly into double figures.
We are again in that critical phase, Eugene. We spoke about it this morning, where 2 or 3 wickets falls quickly. How does the new batter go about it? There's 2 new batters at the crease. Johan Cronje has only faced 2 balls. How do they go about this? There's only just more than 2 overs, 2.5 overs left in the innings.
Fired in straight. The fielder comes in. They're going to go for the run out. Oh, the throw wasn't that great. And I said earlier, even from those throws, you can afford to throw it about 5 or 6 meters, just short of where the stumps are, because the ball will skid on from the remaining pitches that's being used here on the square. And that will allow the ball to bounce up nice and kindly for the keeper. That time it was far too full. Big hit. And that's gone over extra. Fielder's coming around. It's just going to be 2 runs. So 1 more ball to go here in this, the 8th over. 6 runs so far off this Aaron Kotze over. Can he finish it off well? It hasn't gone for the boundary. I said he hasn't gone for the boundary, but that final delivery has gone for a boundary. I think I will say that I put the markers on him there as the final ball goes for 4. That takes it up. 10 runs off that over.
Oh, Aaron Kotze will be distraught with that final ball of his spell. It was brilliant for that 11 balls and even the 12th ball. But there was work there, Eugene. Batsman got the bottom edge. Typical chance for the keeper.
The line there was not great there from the youngster. So we now 12 balls to go in this, and it's going to be Ismail September to bowl that all-important penultimate over. 81 for 4. Can the Red Machine Rondobosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Windfair 247, can they get up to 3 figures here? Can they get up to 100?
I think it's minimum 10 runs over they would be expecting, Eugene. I also think that they would be disappointed not to get that 100-run mark from this point.
Big hit downtown. Is it going to go all the way? We'll see if it does. It's gone for 1 bounce, 4. Everyone was waiting with bated breath to see what umpire Rensha Pretoria is going to show. She shows papers which indicates 4 runs.
I don't even think he hit that ball in the intended area, Eugene. I think it was going more mid-wicket and he got a thick leading edge. But like you said, the bats that these players have today. I'd went for 4.
Johan Cronje, don't worry, I got your back. You were hitting that straight, dead straight. Not sure what game Nasri is looking or watching, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Full again. The leaping salmon, Ismail September, diving away to his left, or his right, I should say. 1 run.
I'm certainly thinking that one straight, Eugene. Saved by the bowler. You're certainly thinking that one straight. Safe by the bowler.
Listen here, you just keep watching, mate. Just keep watching and enjoy the last 10 balls of this innings, because I think we got to hold on to our hats here. 86 for 4. Can they get up to 3 figures? Ismail September steaming in here. That's sort of squirted away too long off. It's a bit of a parachute. The parachute was very much in operation there by the fielder, and they come back for 2.
Good batting by Hayden Byrne. Pick the gap. Was going for over extra cover. Didn't. He got 2 runs there. And like you said,
coming back for 2 again. Just having we need to just really show the replay here to Naji, because he's missing a fine game out there. Not sure what game he's watching. 90 for 4 now. 2 balls to go of this Ismail over. Again, just clearing that left leg to just try and get through. And that time, Keenan Mitchell couldn't stop the ball, and that has gone for 4.
He's that cleanly enough, Eugene. Like you said, cleared the front leg. Going through, he wanted to go through extra cover. Went straight. Fielder couldn't stop it. All the way for 4.
Thanks for joining us, Nazri. That's hit downtown. Keenan Mitchell, he can just watch and spectate as that ball has gone over his head for a maximum.
Better showing his power there, Eugene. And your 100-run mark is up with 1 over to spare. Keenan Mitchell on the long off boundary. Not making an attempt to catch that, Eugene.
Yeah, Hayden Byrne, he came in here with just scoring 2 runs as he walked to the crease. And just like that, he's contributed 22 runs off 7 deliveries. What's he doing down the order? Get him up there. Looks like Zamo's going to bowl the final over here. 100 for 4. Tell you what, teams have really got to start thinking whether they want to bat first or bowl first, because if you can bat first and put a score in excess of 100, I would say you're in the box seat for sure, as we see Zamo just getting himself ready here to bowl this final over. First over gone for 11. He's bowling to Johan Kroon here now. Just give the single to Hayden is what Rondobosch Cricket Club want. Or does it, and the ball gets smashed, it's just going to be 1. And I'm saying that's exactly what Rondobosch Cricket Club want, because now Hayden Byrne, he's on strike. 22 runs of 7 deliveries.
I don't think Hayden Byrne was ever going to take 2 there, Eugene. He's feeding nicely in the middle, hitting the ball cleanly. And it looks like he wants to be on strike for this final 5 deliveries.
Oh, umpire De Jong indicates that's going to be a wide.
Getting into that territory for Kraaifontein where it's almost an insurmountable score, Eugene.
Well,
If they get to the 110 mark, 115.
Oh, smashed hard past the bowler. Surely Johan, he can't come back because there's no way. I think he half slipped there as well. Just indicates that he's might have slipped, just hurt himself there, just flexes his knee. Four balls to go. What can Johan dish up here for the red machine? What can Zamo deliver for Kraaifontein Cricket Club? And that's all in all, that adds up to another wide. Another wide.
think Zamo's feeling the pressure. Batsman standing tall, looking to taking downtown. He's just trying to bowl it inside the wide line.
That's where you want to bowl now. How's your speed, Hayden? How's your speed? How's your speed, Hayden? Looks like your speed is good enough because you've come back for 2. The ball literally just got outside that inner ring.
Oh, that's very good running for the Rondobosch batters, especially Hayden Byrne, running back to the danger end. Turned, didn't look, just went back for 2. Put the field under pressure, and it was a fumble and a knock-on.
I think you've given whatever you had to the guys next door, all losing their heads here. That's again Cronje squirting that over, extra cover. It's definitely going to be 2 surely. Throw comes in and there's going to be 2. I mean, they're asking me like they've run 2, but why is a new man on strike? I mean, they're just losing their heads, mate. Not sure what's going on here on my right hand side. But anyway, let's enjoy the last 2 balls here. 2 balls to go, 108 for 4. Johan Cronje on strike. I think Hayden want to face the last ball because he wants to see if he can clear the boundary. 109 for 4.
So already a formidable score. Formidable total already for the Rondobosch boys.
I would definitely agree with you there. I think this is the first time I've agreed with you this 10 over spell here.
I think it's the first time this season.
No, just this 10 over spell. That's been hit down to long on. They're trying to run 2. I think they're going to try and I think they're going to get 2. I'm not sure about the comments there, but they managed to get 2. As the score reaches Nelson. Nelson for 4, and it's been a very good display here by the Red Army. Rondobosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. They up against Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777. That all means that Kraaifontein Cricket Club are going to need 112 for victory in this all-important game, Nasri.
I think that was a well-constructed 10 overs by the Rondobosch batters. Hayden Byrne at the back end, give the innings a late boost, 25 with just 9 balls. I think that's the impact that you want, especially after the golf ticket strategic timeout. You want that impact after that, and he certainly gave him that boost with Adnan Lahedin, 35 in 19 balls, up top, and then at the bottom, Hayden Byrne with a late innings boost to take the score past the 110 run mark, 111 for 4 after 10 overs.
Yeah, also got to make mention there to Matty de Villiers, also getting his 9 good impetus into this innings as well. And there the bowling figures, Oren Kotzer, he stands out as bold, as proud as any of the bowlers there on that batting card. 2 for 14 off his 2 overs. And then Tuako bowled a good over. Only went for 7 in his 1. That included a 6. But obviously they're missing a couple of the bowlers here today. And that's the next match to look forward to tomorrow. A thrilling encounter between these 2 teams. Northern's Goodwood Cricket Club yet to get a victory. They are up against Belleville Cricket Club. Obviously Northern's Goodwood, they are sponsored by TAR 777. Belleville Cricket Club is sponsored by BetBricks. And thanks to all these sponsors coming aboard for this great tournament of this, the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition. And I'm really looking forward to the second half of this innings. To the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition match 17. With us is Johan Cronje. Got that right the first time.
Yeah, Johan Cronje.
The wicket-keeper batsman of Rondobosch Cricket Club. So, Johan, just give us a little bit of insight as to as to keeping in this format.
It's fun. It's different. It's a very quick game, so you need to be alert all the time. You need to make sure all the angles are good and ready. And it's a fun format.
Certainly the first time we've seen the T10 competition here in Western Province. What has been your take on it, and what has it brought to your side of the game personally?
I think it's been brilliant. You learn a lot. Quick format. You need to be on the money from the get-go. So you just need to be ready from the start. And if you're off in the first 2 overs, it could cost you the game. So it's crucial to be on it from the first ball.
Just being 60 balls, and you as a keeper, you're in it for all those 60 balls, and you don't want to be making mistakes for buys or anything like that at the end. So that's important to always be involved in the game at every minute that passes.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Everyone wants to make sure they're on it all the time. No one wants to cost any runs, because 1-2 runs is what's difference between winning and losing in this format. So everyone wants to be on it. Everyone wants to contribute to the team. Everyone wants to do well and just give their best.
At least it's just there for 60 balls, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, Johan, thank you very much for your time and your insight as a wicketkeeper batsman.
Thank you very much.
We're going to call upon Linton Phillips, and certainly been having a long chat with this man already, coach of Kraaifontein Cricket Club here. Big game coming up here, Linton. 4th place second or 2nd place 4th. A victory here won't get you in that top 2 position, but it could consolidate you in that playoff positions.
Yeah, tough one today, playing against a good outfit, Rondobosch. And I think if the boys just hit their disciplines and execute their primary skills, it should be a belt out here today.
We spoke to you earlier about, probably early in the week, about being involved with Kraaifontein Cricket Club. You involved with Edgemead as well. What has been the difference between the 2 clubs in terms of coaching?
I think it's just the level at which the game is played. The intensity is higher. And I think just the general knowledge and assessing conditions is the difference here. Also the execution, how to go about giving yourself a chance up front, etc. That's the vast difference between the 2 clubs.
I wouldn't say the T10 competition is more for development. It's more a platform for testing one's skills, really.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely test your skills. I think it also tests how quick you can adapt, because if you take too long to adapt, we've seen it numerous times in the games here. Our previous game was just a moment of brilliance, and the game turns 2-3 bad balls in and over, the game is turned. So I think it just tests you as to how quick you adapt and how quick you can execute your skill.
Listen, go well in this all-important clash.
Thanks, Eugene. You too. Cheers.
Those were comments of the player from Rondobosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247, and the coach of Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777. Let's look how this one finishes up. And welcome back here to the Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. Busy with match number 17 here. Match between Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777. They're up against Rondebosch Cricket Club. They are sponsored by Winfair 247. And what a first off we had there, Nasri. Rondebosch Cricket Club amassing a total of 111. Nelson, 4 down. Kraaifontein has it all to do.
Well, we have the potential to have 2 great games today. We saw this morning a humdinger that Tigerberg got up with 1 ball to spare. Kraaifontein certainly have a formidable total in front of them. Keep harping on the fact that you always look to that 3-figure mark just for the psychological purposes of that run chase, and just for the bowling side as well. Gives them that extra lift. You know, Eugene, in cricket, that difference from 99 to 100, whether it's a total or an individual score, it's makes a massive difference to the psychological outcome.
Opening the batting will be Carstens and JJ van der Sant, and it's that man Vian van der Merwe again who's taking the first over. Now then, what is he going to go for in his first over? It's only once where he's gone for more than 1 run, and that was in his last outing where his 1 over went for 8 runs. He always bowls an over for 1 run, and then we don't see him again. So now they've thrown the ball again to him, and he's going to be bowling here to JJ van der Sant. And once again, he's done the business. Can you believe it? Vian van der Merwe always manages to find something in that first over. And I tell you what, at the end of this game, I'm not going to sit anywhere near him because he'll never, ever stop talking about that.
You called it, Eugene. He has the magic arm. Vian van der Merwe bowling the first over. I actually hope we do see him again, you know?
You've got to question the type of shot being played there. He wanted to hit the ball here down to long on. He could have just gone on because there was width on offer. Could have just freed up his arms. Murdoch was in the ring. And with the way these batters hit the ball these days, that could have been a low-risk shot even over the top. And that's going to bring Darryl Losper, the captain here of Kraaifontein Cricket Club, very early in the piece here to the crease.
I think that's an early blow for Kraaifontein. Something that they didn't need first ball of the innings. You know, just like we said, the psychological 0 for 1, chasing 112. It just sounds like a tall order, Eugene, already. And that wicket certainly didn't help first ball of the innings.
112 now, 59 deliveries. Darryl Losper, he's now joining proceedings here. Vian van der Merwe, I tell you, he's a confident young man. And again, he just backs up whatever he says. He just backs up with the actions he's putting on here.
Come on.
0 for 1, chasing 112. And that's sort of been punched through, and they get off the mark. The timing of that was also impeccable there from Darryl Losper. And Kraaifontein, they're up and running, and that's going to be Rowan Carstens. He's going to be the new man to face up here to Vian van der Merwe. That is hit straight to Pence, and I must say, the weather has changed here a little bit. It's got a lot breezy here in Durbanville, and also the clouds have come in. That has sort of been, did it get a little bit of a bat? It's gone to boundary. We wait for the signal. It's gone for leg byes. That's 4 leg byes there to Kraaifontein Cricket Club.
It was a much needed boundary. Stepped across the stumps. Oh, that was pretty straight. Eugene might have looked like it did the bat. Rolling down the hill for 4.
This time just stabbed down, and the umpire gave leg byes, and there wasn't anything of an appeal there. Really worried about Nasri here. Really, I am. ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure. I think I must give my specs to him. That's hit over the inner ring on the offside, and that's been nicely put away by Darryl Losman. I said the way he played that first ball and he timed it so well, you can just see a guy's he's itching to get going here, and that he shows with that. His second ball.
It's a beautiful shot by the skipper. Just gave himself room. Over the top, nobody on that cover boundary.
This side is all possible. That side is not possible.
A bit away from you. At center.
Yeah, but his dad
His right arm over to you.
There we have it. The scorecard there, JJ van der Sant going first ball. Very different shot. And it's that man, Hayden Byrne, the man that did the damage in the back end of the innings, steaming in here for Rondobosch Cricket Club. And he steamed in and hit the surface. You tend to know when a bowler has bowled a good ball, the follow-through just becomes that much longer. As soon as you get hit, you stop, you pull up the brakes.
Just that extra couple of steps, Eugene, tells you everything. But Hayden Byrne looks like my first look at him this tournament, looks like a guy that hits a long ball and runs in. Tall, lanky fella.
There's his figures there. 3 wickets off his 42 balls thus far. And that should be a wide. That is a wide. That is way over Carsten's head. Rowan Carsten's, or Ronwin Carsten's, apologies to him. And that's also 1 for the over. So you can't bowl there again.
Doesn't take a lot for Hayden Byrne to get the ball over Ronwin Carsten's head.
That's a glorious shot. Square over point. It's gone for 4. 1 bounce. Excellent shot there by the youngster.
Hayden Byrne just giving Carsten some width. 3 arms. It went over point. So 1 bounce into the rope. Another much needed boundary. And Kraaifontein is getting a bit of momentum into this innings.
I think if you manage to hit the boundary and you manage to hit your sponsor's logo, I think your score should be doubled.
Something for next season, maybe, for the sponsors.
This time it's worked on. Done to the onside, and that's hit it straight down that man, that deep square. Can you believe it? He didn't have to move.
Eugene, this conversation could go one of 2 ways here. The batter could be unlucky. He really middled the ball. He timed it. The only field on the leg side. And he picked him out. Or you could say, there was only 1 fielder on that boundary. You should never have picked him out.
You say it's unlucky, but why didn't he hit it straighter? You know, people that hit the ball in the air, you've got to expect if the fielder's somewhere in that vicinity, they're going to take the catch. And that time, the fielder didn't even need to move. Just have to go a little bit straighter. We've got to just see what line that delivery was. I'm not sure what it was as Luanda Tuako. He comes now and join proceedings. He's joining his captain. He amasses 30 runs so far in the 3 matches that he's played. It just calls for a little bit of smart cricket, though. He got 4 off the first ball.
A little bit more. Leg stump.
Luando, he joins his captain here. Byrne again strikes. It seems like it's going to be the Byrne day.
Right arm over. 3 to come.
Oh, he's drifting outside that off stump, a little bit far wide out to the off stump as Renzo Pretorius indicates that that's a wide.
Hayden Byrne certainly having a top day out. Runs wickets. It's like an all-action cricketer for Rondobosch.
He certainly is that, yeah. He's laying away, as they're saying. It's a better saying in Afrikaans, but they're saying he's laying away.
Just educate our viewers. Just educate. can educate. What does it say in Afrikaans?
Yeah, in Afrikaans we got a saying here, they lay weg. I mean, you're laying away. It means you don't want to go anywhere near the batter because you're scared of what's to come. Can you see once you go closer there, you know what's to come, but that's an excellent ball there. But a bounce seemed to have the beating there of Rondobosch.
Twaku certainly gave it the full go, the full Monty, as they say. Wanted to go over the top.
Okay, the full kitchen sink, Nasri, the full kitchen sink. Some of our crowd here just drifting away in front of the side screens. Goes again, and again hits that length, and this is good from Hayden. He bowled the ball before, more or less the same line, same length, had the beating of Rondobosch, and he says, right, I'm going to go there again, and if you get it off my length, then you've hit a good shot, as we see that equation with 1 ball to go of this, the second over. 95 runs still needed, 49 balls still remaining, 17 for 2. This time it goes a lot straighter. It just ends up into a dot. And that concludes 2 overs here with the score now. Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy, 777, have moved on to 17 for 2.
Hayden Byrne bowling an excellent over, only going for 7 runs. And in the context of this game and this innings, going for 7 runs, certainly he's doing his job for his captain, also picking up a vital wicket.
And that's the end of Vian. Maybe we won't see him again. He's gone, he's done. Maybe his job's done for the day. As the captain, Morne Pence, he's brought himself on here, bowling from the golf course end. Two fielders out, looks like deep square. And I think it should be third man down there. Lost, but times that again nicely.
I think it's imperative for the Kraaifontein batters, you know, if you are timing everything, try and use your wrist, try and get in the gaps, get that singles, twos, just keep that scoreboard ticking. You can't only hit 4s and 6s. That was shown in the Rondobosch innings.
That's a big hit over the top. Is it going to go all the way? You betcha, all the way. Hits the Lord's Exchange banner. 6 runs.
I think that is a brilliant shot. Darryl Losper over extra cover.
Guys, I'm alright. I've got a question for you. Why are you talking about 1s and 2s when a man can play 6s like that? Top shot there by the captain, Darryl Losper.
I'm not saying why. I'm saying he must cut out the dot balls. They're going to chase 112.
Oh, and that's a comeback there by Morne Pence. Now, there's certainly a pattern creating here. First ball was a dot. Second ball was 6. Third ball was a dot. What can we expect from the fourth ball? Certainly a man of patterns. That's gone in the air. Fielder's trying to get there. Oh, I'll give him a 9 out of 10 for the dive. Vian van der Merwe, he was nowhere near that, and he knew he was nowhere near that. Just put the dive in just to make himself look good, but he did look good. 9 out of 10 for diving.
He certainly knows the TV cameras are here at Durbanville. Golf cricket T10.
Yeah, was there to be hit as well, Nasri, in the arc that time. Maybe just leaning back a little bit. Tries to go again. Could we have that previous shot with the guys trying to catch that ball again, please? Yes, please. We're just going to see that replay. Oh, of that catch again, hopefully after this delivery. As that ball went up. And that's been squirted away. That ball is racing down to the offside boundary, and that's going to be 4 runs. And I just wanted to give compliment to our cameraman here for getting those great pictures shown to you. And that was a great picture of that 4, as well as the replay of that dive that Vian van der Merwe was trying to put in. So kudos to all the cameramen here doing some sterling work, bringing these pictures to you.
That's the end of the power play. Kraaifontein 29 for 2. Still going just under 10 runs to the over. I think Daryl Losper, the captain, experience. He's going to be the key to this run chase if Kraaifontein is going to get near this total.
Rondobosch were 25 for 1 after their power play. As Renshaw Pretorius indicates that the power play period is done. 83 runs needed. 42 balls still remaining. Bailey Aarons, he's the new man in. Man coming in with the dreads. He's only got the 1 wicket so far. He dishes one short. That's going to be a bye. And Carter can come, no. And unfortunately, that's Johan near the keeper there, the number 15. And I had to have a chat with him earlier. And he said every ball is very important. And he doesn't want to look at that and say, oh, I've conceded a bye.
Keepers hate that. That bye's next to the name. I think the keepers, the first thing they do, they look at the scorebook. At the end of the season, how many byes did I concede?
Right, time over, 5.
I'll bring Daryl Losper, and he needs to bat, I would say, in essence of another 4 to 5 overs here for Kraaifontein Cricket Club. That's cut away. What a shot! That's gone all the way. That's huge! What a shot that by Daryl Losper.
Eugene, you mentioned Daryl Losper is going to be the key to this run chase if Kraaifontein is going to get anywhere near this total. But that is a brilliant shot. Cut away. Over point. All the way for 6.
Let's see this ball. I'll come back to that. Big hit! Huge hit! That's maximum. I told you when that boy came in and the first ball he hit was in the middle. It went for 1, but you had that feeling he was up for it. He's smashing the ball here. He has to bat for 4 overs here. If Kraaifontein can stand any chance of getting up there to that 112.
100% Eugene. He's putting the bowler under pressure. It is the bowler's first over. 2 sixes in a row. What's next?
Intelligence is next. Intelligent cricket. That's what's next here, Nasri. Guides it down to third man for 1. 13 off this over. 4 balls gone. 2 balls still to come. 69 runs now needed off 38 balls. Come on, Nasri. Where do you stand? Are you still sitting on this fence?
It's a big fence there, Eugene.
You're not that big, mate. You can sit on
I'm
any
on the fence all day, mate.
Rondobosch, he still needs to get off the mark here. That's going to lay away again. He's laying away. He's laying away.
I think the bowler's feeling the pressure here, Eugene. First over, it's first time into the attack. He's gone for 2 sixes.
It amazes me, Nazi, in a T10 game, how this game goes from one side to the other, then back again, then no, it's come back to the other side. That's up in the air. That's gone to the man on the sweeper. He's caught it. And that's the end of Rondobosch. Maybe a little bit of game awareness not there. Just needed maybe just to have a little bit smart cricket about him. Hit the ball down the ground a little bit. But he's gone.
Oh, that was a length ball. Twaka would be disappointed. The ball was there on the length. Just didn't time it properly. Picked out the man on the cover boundary and a simple catch taken. And that is Kraaifontein. Another wicket down.
I hear what he's saying, the ball was there, but he hasn't got off the mark yet. And I just think that there was a little bit of awareness and the pressure was taken off him by the 2 maximums and then the single thereby. the captain, Darryl Losper, and he just could have just kept his head and said, right, I'm going to play some normal cricket, because that's what was needed there. As Keenan Mitchell, he makes his way to the crease. Not much to talk about on the left-hand column there with runs. Just got to be a little bit smart, a little T10 cricket. Everybody says, now we need to go, we need to bash it out. But take stock about how the over has gone. It's gone for 13 runs. This pressure's off you a little bit, especially when you haven't got off the mark. Just hit the ball down the ground, play some smart cricket. Run added there, takes it to 14, and then who knows what Darryl Losper could have done with the final ball of the over.
Just about to add, Eugene, also, like you said, count the number of runs in the over, and also know who's batting with you. Know how your non-striker, how your partner is striking the ball. You know? If you know, all important partnerships is key. You know, even if you only score 1, but the other batter scores 29, it's fine.
Can hit away there. He gets off the mark straight away, does Keenan Mitchell. So all that means his 4 overs gone. The score 45 for 3. At the same time, Rondobosch Cricket Club were 38 for 1. So Kraaifontein Cricket Club slightly ahead here in terms of runs at the same time. But it's all due to that man, Darryl Losper. He needs to bat, I'm telling you now, a further 3 overs. If Kraaifontein are going to be victorious here, he needs to bat for another 3 overs. 18 balls. Can he do it as we go into the over that's going to lead us to that golf ticket strategic timeout? Andre Oelendaal, not the former CEO from Western Province, is bowling here for Rondebosch Cricket Club. Oh, that is guided down to third man. Did the fielder stop it? He did stop it, and the throw comes in. And it's going to be 2 to Keenan Mitchell. They all add up.
Oh, that's brilliant fielding. Bailey Aarons has just bowled her over from the other side. And now he has work to do in the field. Puts in a brilliant dive. He saved 2 runs for his team there. How vital will that 2 runs be at the end of this contest?
Now advances down. Surely he has to run as he's halfway down the pitch already. That brings Darryl Losper. Now then, Darryl, keep your head here, son. Keep your head. You've got a bat here. 3 more overs. Murdoch in the ring. Andre Oelendaal, he's steaming in here from the golf course end. Oh, and Andre Oelendaal getting a little bit of bounce in there. Eyes being raised here. They like the sound, or they like the view of bounce.
A bit of induck from that left arm seam. Following the batter, Darryl Losper, had no answer there, and a bit of bounce. We always like to see that pace and bounce. We are South African, after all.
Yeah, I think the batters also love pace and bounce. Don't you get mistaken by that. It's again carved away, and the ball is again go to the sweeper on the offside, and that is taken. And again, another wicket goes to one man, go out in the sweeper boundary on the offside, and that's the 4th wicket gone. And unfortunately, in case of Kraaifontein Cricket Club, it's that man, Darryl Losper, who's got to go for 30 runs.
Bright and breezy innings, 30 runs of just 12 balls. Darryl Losper was certainly striking it well. Came down the wicket. Bowler saw it, came down, dragged his length back. Could only sky it to the deep cover. It was another good catch taken on the cover boundary.
Yeah, and now Kraaifontein, I would say, have got the backs against the wall here, because now they have got to really bat well to get to that, because their captain is in the hut. Is there someone else that can stand up here for the Billy 777 Kraaifontein Cricket Club team here? Is there someone that can take this game by the scruff of the neck and really put some pressure on the red machine, that of Rondebosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. And that's Garth Madden making his way. Hasn't had an innings yet, hasn't had a game yet, as this is his first one.
What a cauldron to come into for the debutant in this league. Garth Madden, he can be a hero in Kraaifontein if he pulls this off for his side.
He would certainly be that and more, I tell you. So he's going to take guard, and he's going to face Andre Oudendal. There's still another span in the works here. In terms of run rate, I tell you, they're not far off. In terms of run rate, about where Rondobosch Kriegler find themselves. That sort of turned to, oh, there's going to be a run out. There's not going to be a run out.
Seems like Keenan Mitchell just gave up there, Eugene.
No, he didn't just, he did. Unfortunately, the bowler couldn't hit. As we one ball away from the Golf Ticket strategic timeout here in this Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition, match number 17. That's turned around. Just down the leg side, straight down to fine leg, and that's going to be the single. And with that, the score goes to 49 for 4. As now we are going to introduce you to the Golf Ticket presents the Golf Ticket strategic timeout, as shown there by the umpire De Jong. And I'm going to hand you over to that man, PM Prasanta.
दर्शकों, समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। और जैसे आप देख सकते हैं कि गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ड मैदान में आ चुकी है। अपने दर्शकों को, मित्रों को मैं बता देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट यूएई का फुल्ली रेगुलेटेड, ऑथराइज्ड और रजिस्टर्ड ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ है। ये यूएई का सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ है, which is gulfticket.com। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे जाएं, रजिस्टर करें और खेलिए सपनों का खेल। गल्फ टिकट द्वारा आप करोड़ों कमाने का मौका पा सकते हैं और अपने सपनों को भी पूरा कर सकते हैं। यह है किस्मत का खेल, सिर्फ और सिर्फ gulfticket.com पे। यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद, fully regulated, registered and authorized raffle draw. Gulf Ticket sharing million smiles। और बिल्कुल एकदम सही इन्होंने यहाँ पे टैगलाइन यूज की है, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट द्वारा दिए गए इनाम में करोड़ों लोगों को, लाखों लोगों को खुशियां ही मिली है। यहाँ हम देख सकते हैं कि केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल इस टूर्नामेंट के टाइटल स्पॉन्सर भी हैं गल्फ टिकट। और ये रही उनकी ड्रिंक्स कार्ड, जो अब मैदान से चक्कर लगाते हुए वापस से पवेलियन की ओर बढ़ रही है। गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट को यहाँ हम समाप्त करते हैं और आगे बढ़ते हैं गेम की तरफ।
Welcome back. Welcome back to Dunmore Cricket Club. We're just looking at the game tomorrow. Northern Scooter Cricket Club versus Belleville. And we're back here. Rondobosch. 49 for 4 against Kraaifontein, defending a total of 112. 49 for 4, 5.1 overs. Kraaifontein need another 63 more runs to win from 29 balls. They're going to need a special innings from someone. Could it be Keenan Mitchell or Garth Madden, who can pull their team through in this crucial encounter?
I'm not so sure. We got to find that someone. I hope I'm wrong. You've seen what you're going to get here. Morne Pence, difficult man to hit. 63 of 28 deliveries. Certainly behind the 8 ball here. Hit firmly down the ground for 1. That's a 50 up. Coming off 5.3 overs here for Kraaifontein Cricket Club. Sponsored by Billy 777.
Middle.
Again, the experience of Keenan Mitchell. He's been around the block before, Keenan Mitchell. They need a good innings from him today.
That's hit over mid-wicket. Here's the ball going to race away. It's sort of sit in the pitch there a little bit. And it's just going to be 2.
I think the chat in the Kraaifontein dugout would have been every ball needs to go for runs, whether it's 4, 6, 1, 2. Every ball from here on out needs to go for runs.
And again, Johan finding it difficult behind the stumps there. That's only been shown as a bye, and that goes according or against him as a keeper, as Nazi told us earlier. That's picked up. Big hit. Is it going to go all the way? Oh, the fielder comes round, picks it up after 1 bounce, and they have to come back for 2. And 2 it is. Still waiting to have the first decision pending for our third umpire here, who's again having a day of leisure, a day of absolute leisure, doing nothing, just ticking a box in his paper. That's all he does here, the third umpire.
Brilliant to be the third umpire here in this tournament, Eugene.
All right. No, they didn't ask for it. They didn't ask for the third umpire decision. The man made his ground quite comfortably.
They genuinely wanted to give the third umpire some
No,
work.
they just want to give them. I mean, even the producer and director in the box is trying to get the third umpire to do something. As Andre Odendaal, he comes in now. Oh, this could be, and again, the throw goes amiss. Could be hands on chin, let's call it.
Kraaifontein need that boundary ball early in the over. But they're going to need to find something here, something special.
That's up in the air. This time, Vian Van der Merwe goes again. Now, you see, he didn't dive that time because he knew he was never going to get there. Comes back. 2 runs. 54 runs needed of 22 deliveries. Shall we start the car, or do you think there's still a chance here?
That engine is running already.
Hit down again to Murdoch. Now it is Pence. And they're going to come back for 2. I think what these Rondobosch players need to do the next time out is go and try and hit some stumps in the warm-up, because they certainly can't hit any of them.
I think that the coach was taking any notes. I think it's fielding practice tomorrow morning.
Well,
or tomorrow evening.
Well, that would be Morne Pence himself, because he does everything in this team. Slower ball there. Lovely change of pace by Andre Odendaal. Umpire De Jong, he's happy with that.
Oh, that's excellent bowling. I think he was bowling one pace this whole over. Just changed it up there. Completely bamboozled the batter. How can he close out this over?
That's up in the air. That's going to go down the fine leg. Man underneath it. Man takes it. And that's another wicket gone. And that's the end of Garth.
Again, clever bowling. After that slower ball, dug it in short. Garth got a top edge. Top edge. It hung in the air. Hayden Byrne on the fine leg boundary. Got underneath it. And took the catch. I must say, Eugene, the catching has been excellent from Rondobosch.
Yeah,
besides him not hitting the stumps.
They've held every catch there. When the ball goes in the air, he's supposed to take it. they've been exceptional there in the field. Yes, they haven't hit the stumps. But again, Hayden Byrne underneath that catch. You can't keep him out. He had a great innings with a bat. Started bowled well for Rondobosch too. And then taking a good catch as Ismail September makes his way now to the middle. And as you said, the car might be idling. As we look at his numbers with a bat, amassing 31 runs in the 3 innings he's had. He's certainly going to need to bat like that again if they're ever going to have a chance in this one.
Yeah, Eugene Rondobosch looking well on their way to securing another victory. Still unbeaten in the tournament. One of the 2 form sides with the home club Durbanville in the tournament. And it certainly looks like they're going to add another W to their roster. First ball into the new batter, and there's an appeal. Umpire, and the third umpire is coming into play. It looks like it.
Yeah, now we're going to have the third umpire and see what he's worth. Already Keenan Mitchell says he's out. It all depends whether the bowler got a hand to it. But look, for all money that he did. Keenan Mitchell knows, I think, that he's going to be out. So we wait and see. The first thing is, did the bowler get a hand to it? Did the bowler get a hand to it? That's the first one they got to look at.
Still waiting for the third umpire's decision. Decision pending. Just a couple of things to look at. Did the bowler touch the ball? And also, has the batter made his ground?
Yeah, it's not about whether the batter made his ground, because that we know based on where the batter is. It's just simply the umpire looking to see if there was a hand on the ball. And we wait and see what the third umpire is going to decide. Yeah, the decision is still pending. There's a decision that's been given as out. Keenan Mitchell already was at the boundary for that. Umpire just trying to make sure that there was contact with the hand, otherwise it can't be out. So that's been given out.
Bowler Andre Odendaal was quite confident that he got a little nick on the ball there. So Keenan Mitchell was definitely out of his ground. He was backing up halfway down the pitch. It was a firm strike. It was actually a brilliant bit of fielding for Andre Odendaal to actually get a fingertip to it. And the third umpire, after a long deliberation, finally came to a decision. And he gave it out.
Yeah, I think if you got the technology to do that and use it, I think you just make sure and use it and take your time to get to the right decisions. And I think he did there as Sido Tuaku. He's now coming in, has yet to score any runs for his team. It's going to be a mountain to climb here for the Billy 777 Kraaifontein Cricket Club.
I would hesitate to add, Eugene. Looks insurmountable, 52 of 18. They're going to have to go some. 2 new batters at the crease as well.
It's Bailey Aarons, he's going to continue. That ball is up in the air, and they've just brought the fine leg up where that ball has gone and landed. So it's going to be 2 runs here for Twaku.
Bailey is testing Twaku with a short ball. Not a bad ploy to just get a new batter awake, just to let him know there is a bit of pace and bounce in this wicket. Batter played it well over the short fine leg for 2 runs.
That is hit pass, backward point. Is the ball going to go to the boundary? Field comes round. Has stopped it, and it's going to be another 2.
Say the Twaku batting at number 8. Have you seen the 2 balls, Eugene? Get him up the order, he's timing them.
I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for Nazri. That's picked up. That's gone all the way. That has gone huge. Maximum. Is there a little bit of a spanner in the works here by Twaku?
Looks like Twaku's in the mood, sitting in the sheds, waiting for his opportunity to impress the coach and the captain. And he's certainly taking his opportunity.
Then what's the response going to be here from Bailey? He's gone for 25 runs now, still halfway through this over. Again, that's hit out, down to long on. It's just going to be the 1. And let me rephrase that. It's gone for 2.
No, you come out with positive intent. No, things tend to run with you as a batter. Two balls to go in this over. Twaku has already taken 12. Let's see what he can do. Bailey Aarons running in.
Beats the outside edge there, and again, it was there for him to hit, have to say. 40 runs needed, 13 balls still remaining. Again, picked up, mid-wicket comes in. He's trying to have a shot at the stumps. Those 3 things in the ground there, they just have failed to hit. Can't hit those stumps now. Takes us to the final 2 overs, 12 balls remaining, 39 runs needed. That's a very simple equation. One of the overs got to go for 20. The other one got to go for 19. Very simple. As we look at that batting card there, Darryl Losper, he looked really ominous. 30 runs of 13 deliveries. Just needed somebody to stand with him. But then when he went, it was a struggle there. Now, Sidu Twaku, he's trying to take the attack here to the Red Brigade, Rondobosch Cricket Club.
So it looks like it all rests on one man. You mentioned 20 runs over there, Eugene. 38 runs gets us to a super over. Could we have one of those to end the day?
Not today. I'm actually going to make that a very good call there and tell you, you are, I don't know where you are. You're sitting on some tree high up over there, because I don't know what you are saying there to me. 39 runs needed of 12. You think one man. Both these guys have got to go. Ismail has got to smash it as well if they're ever going to have a chance. As Matty de Villiers comes in to bowl that all-important 9th over.
You said it's 39 runs to win. I just said 38 for a super over.
That's smartly played there by Twaku again. They're going to come back for 2. Now, yeah, I heard what you said, and then you said, are we going to get one? That was your question. Are we going to have a super over? And I just looked at you because I love super overs. And I said, please, don't be barking up the wrong tree.
$15 of 7. Tsero Twaku. Certainly showing some late fight resistance from Kraaifontein.
He's going for the big shot. That time, Matty de Villiers bowling it into the surface. It's been a really good pitch. One I have to say here, the pitches here have been really good.
How's that?
Bowls him. Just simply have to go for it. Kraaifontein Cricket Club. That has opted in going for risk, and that risk has failed there for Twaku, and he departs the scene here with Kraaifontein Cricket Club 7 down.
Twaku bright and breezy. 17. Stepped across the stumps. Going for the heave over the leg side. The left-hander missing it completely. And Matthew de Villiers went to the old adage, if you miss a hit, just bowling it straight onto the stumps. And Rondobosch now coasting to another victory in this tournament.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go back to the top of the table, telling Durbanville Cricket Club, we are top, come and catch us if you can. There's the end of Twaku. And that's a celebration by Matty de Villiers. As Kotze, Oren Kotze, he comes to the crease here. He bowled magnificently again for his team. He somehow has to bat well, as you can see, hasn't batted in this tournament yet. "37 of 9 deliveries. If they hit every ball for a 4, it will be your super over." Goes for the reverse sweep. First up, misses it. 8 balls left.
Matthew de Villiers himself having a good out. Smacked a couple of boundaries, now taking a wicket.
That ball seemed to come off the chalk end of that cue. Just gets through for 1. That's going to bring Ismail on strike. Can he just smash one just for his own personal pride, personal good here? See if he can hit a 6. Powerfully hit down the ground. The fielder's coming round. It's just going to be 1. Andre Woodendal, he did the mopping up. And that takes us to the final over here at the Cape, in Cape Town, for this Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition, match 17. And that's the scorecard. And just Darryl Losper, any significant contribution there to talk about. And unfortunately, I had no one else to really stand with him here.
Yeah, that's a solid looking scorecard for Kraaifontein. Like you said, only the captain, Darryl Losper, he needed 1 or 2 partners just to go with him, and they would have been in the contest. They were always up with the rate, Eugene. We were checking the comparative scores, and they were always up with the rate until they started losing all those wickets, cluster of wickets all the time. That has really set them back, and I think that's something the senior players and the coaching staff will look back on as they look forward to the second half of this tournament and make a play and a run for that playoff positions.
It's going to be Hayden Byrne to bowl the final over. Ismail Prince carved that through the offside. It's just going to be 1. And yeah, this over is going to conclude day number 9 here at the Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition. And it's been really enthralling day again. Carved away, yeah. And they kind of come back for 2. Well, give us your thoughts on the day that you've seen here, Nasri, as we draw this innings to a close here between these two teams.
Well, I must say it's been an enjoyable day. We had a cliffhanger, a humding finish earlier between Tygerberg and Millington. Tygerberg winning with 1 ball to spare. And then Rondobosch going over the 100-run mark, getting 111, showing great entertainment in the first innings of this match.
And coming off the body, it seemed it's going to be another leg by.
Yeah, and a lot of players standing up. I just like the look of Edinburgh. It's my first time seeing him, like I said. Hits a long ball, scored some runs at the back end of the innings. Tall, lanky, fast bowler. Just love that. Cricketers that does a bit of everything, you know. Can contribute. Captain's dream, as they say.
Again, a slow ball, carved again. That man on the sweeper boundary north side certainly has been in the game. So we're down to 2 balls to go. And yeah, gotta say, I think each team are now building on what they've seen. They're learning from what each game gives them as well. So games are really hotting up. It's not just a bish bash. They're thinking about their plans and trying to execute. Not sure what happened there. Umpire gives leg byes. This will be an interesting call. I tell you, it's a leg bye. Wasn't much of an appeal.
Bit of a agricultural shot, if I've ever seen one. Tall, fast bowler, and you switch hitting.
Last ball of this day, day 9 here. The last ball of this innings. It's going to be faced up by Ismail. That's firmly hit downtown. Is the ball going to go for 4? And that finished the innings with a 4 for Kraaifontein Cricket Club. But it's Rondobosch Cricket Club, sponsored by Winfair 247. That are victorious here over Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777. And that win takes Rondobosch back to the top of the table and up ahead of Durbanville Cricket Club. And there's a message sent out to Durbanville Cricket Club. We above you again. Come and get us if you can. And though there are interesting matches to come here as well as we conclude day 9.
Adrian, 5 games, 5 wins. Certainly the team in form, the team in red. I don't know if they're the Red Devils or the Reds. Either one. But 5 wins from 5. They certainly cock a hoop. They must be buzzing with how they're playing in this tournament. For Kraaifontein, again back to the drawing board. The second loss on the trot for them. But they still have an opportunity. Still a few games left for them to get into that playoff positions.
What that win has done is secured Rondobosch Cricket Club a berth for that playoff. That's certainly that position 1 or 2. So they're going to get 2 chances potentially looking at that to get in to that final. So that was a very important victory that they had to get. As I said before this game started, they needed to get over the line. As we look at that, very impressive bowling figures. A team led very well, it has to be said, by Morne Pence. And we're going to get ready now for the post-match presentation as well. Welcome back here to the post-match presentation of this. The Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10. We just saw match 17, the match between Kraaifontein Cricket Club. They are sponsored by Billy 777, and they were up against Rondobosch Cricket Club. They were sponsored by Winfair 247. Rondobosch coming up top in that encounter. So we're going to have a word with Daryl Losper, the captain of Kraaifontein Cricket Club. Daryl, halfway stage, it was a big total, but did you fancy your chances at all?
Yeah, no, 100%, Eugene. We did fancy our chances. I think if we look back at their innings, we were more or less on par with the same score with where they were. But I think we lost a bit too many wickets down the line, and that cost us a bit of the game there.
Yeah, just wickets and sort of cluster of wickets at times. Just lost you that momentum. And as you rightly said, you were up with the rate for most of that innings.
Yes, 100%. It's just something that we need to look on, especially now it's getting to the tightest stages of the tournament. So we just need to look to get continuity going when we've lost a big hitter going out.
Yeah, it's really difficult when you do lose a few of your senior players through unavailability as well, the new ones coming in. But still, the guys that stood up for you as well, they stood up and did and contributed to today's performance as well.
Yeah, no, 100%. Look, Eugene, we knew that availability was going to be a factor in this tournament, and today was that day for us. But kudos to the guys that came in. They've done a good job. I think that we always backed ourselves. If we could have kept them down to 100, I think we fancied ourselves chasing that. But like you said, we missed a few guys, and that at the end of the day was a big difference as well.
You got 2 games left to go in this competition. You get 2 positive results and other results going your way. Who knows? You could still be there for the playoffs.
No, 100%. We've got 2 big games left on Saturday and next week Tuesday, so it is something that we'll definitely be speaking about in the changing rooms, and 2 games that we'll be looking to push very hard on.
Listen, go well in your remaining games.
Thank you very much, Eugene.
That was Daryl Losper, the captain of Kraaifontein Cricket Club, and as you said, they're just losing some of the senior players and making some changes today. But the victorious captain today for Rondobosch Cricket Club, Morne Pence, and he's going to step forward. Morne, 5 from 5. That first game, I remember talking to you, it was a really tight game. You didn't know how this competition is going to go. Now you've got 5 from 5. What's the feeling in the camp?
Yeah, we're feeling good. We can make a lot of changes now and let the other boys play and let the boys give some rest for them. So, but yeah, well done to the boys today. Good performance, and we'll see what goes next.
I was like watching you guys when you were batting, and the mood in the camp is one that's very relaxed. However, you guys still want to put a good performance in.
Yes, of course. We don't want to be relaxy-daisy. 5 out of 5 is good, but we still have 2 more games to go. Turnbull is a big one, the last game, so we'll see how it goes with the rest of the team.
It's good that other guys are now stepping up as well. Hayden Byrne again with both bat and ball today was excellent, I thought, especially when you're not scoring that much, but still you must be proud of those guys contributing to the performances.
Yes, of course. I mean, they didn't get all the opportunity to bat in the previous games, but to see that they can still do it. Hayden, that last couple of overs was brilliant. I mean, knocking it over the boundary with no effort, it's unbelievable. So it's nice to have that in the bank if we're in trouble.
I'm going to have to ask you this, and this will be my final question. Will we see Vian van der Merwe bowl 2 overs again?
Well, the mystery continues, huh? The mystery continues. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. He still has 1 game left before he travels to the UK to pursue his season there. So we'll see how it goes.
Listen, go well in the remaining matches.
Thank you, Eugene.
That's the word here at the post-match presentation. Rondobosch Cricket Club, they are victorious. They go back to the top of the log of this. The Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 match. Join us again for match 18 tomorrow.